All right, we're gonna watch Inside Star Citizen that aired yesterday on April 7th, and let's go ahead and see what Jared has to say here.
May is known for combat in the Star Citizen universe, or at the very least, celebrating the various combat vehicles.
Look at these flames. Look at what's going on behind them. This is Drake Defense Con. See the flames? That's awesome. Setting the atmosphere for Drake Defense Con. It's going to be so awesome. I can't wait.
That defend, destroy, or otherwise dominate the more adversarial aspects of life in the PU. And this year, we bring that to the forefront like never before with next week's publish of Alpha 4.8 and the long-awaited Tactical Strike Group's release.
Who's excited for Tactical Strike Groups? I haven't done Tactical Strike Groups yet personally. I'm kind of like, I don't know. Do I have enough members of my org to do this shit? That'll show up. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that in the org. They say you need 5 to 10 people. Maybe I can scrounge that many people up to go do this mission. Y'all up for that? Let's do it. Let's do it. So exciting.
With Tactical Strike Groups, you and a select cadre of companions can pull together a small collection of ships designed to overcome a variety of mission objectives and achieve ultimate victory in our first dedicated teamwork designed spaceship-based PvE combat release.
Once you get these fighters off us, I'll fill you in on the situation.
Here, you'll come to the aid of a valiant People's Alliance Idris that is locked in mortal combat with the Vanduul tech thieves calling themselves the Shattered Blade.
The Shattered Blade.
You know, those same ones that you've been unknowingly chasing since you braved the Tempest and Stormbreaker about this time last year.
Did we not know about these guys? Isn't the Shattered Blade... Who know? You're down, Mad Doc? Hell yeah. The meteor, did I see the meteor? I don't know. Did I see it? Let's look. Let's a second ago. I didn't see the meteor. What about the meteor?
People's Alliance Idris that is locked in mortal combat with the Vanduul tech thieves calling themselves the Shattered Blade.
No, I didn't see the meteor.
The same ones that you've been unknowingly chasing since you braved the Tempest and Stormbreaker about this time last year. They've taken hostages and holed up in a previously abandoned and newly fortified extraction station. The mission, take out their forces, disable or survive the turrets.
Good hit. Nice work.
Fly inside and bring down the power. And
Return of the Jedi, baby.
The hostage. Or, extract.
They have a weapons kit with laser cannons for the meteor. Wait, you talking about you can replace those bespoke cannons now, DC? Interesting. I'm not aware of that with the meteor. That's cool.
Because it used to be an extraction station. See? And of course, if you've already been testing on PTU or watching others on Twitch and YouTube, you know your troubles don't end there. Because the massive Vanduul Mauler is tired of these guys' shit and don't seem to care.
Actually, your troubles do end there, because what I'm seeing and hearing is that you don't have to fight the Mauler. When you rescue extract the hostages, the mission complete, so you don't have to take out the Mauler. You can if you want to. Like, if it was me, I'd totally take out that motherfucker, man. I'd have my Idris there with the fucking mass driver and railgun. I'd kill that motherfucker. Shattered Blade is the ones you fight in the QV logistics station. Okay. Thanks for informing us of that, Mad Doc. Yeah, Shattered Blade, apparently we've been fighting these guys for a while, unknowingly.
Which humans are which, so bug out or stand your ground if you can. The choice is up to you. Tactical Strike Groups is the most exciting step yet in realizing the fullest potential of Star Citizen's breadth of flyable combat ships.
And we've made it totally like Return of the Jedi, right? This is so Return of the Jedi. We're going to go into the superstructure, take out the power core, and rescue the hostages. Hell yeah.
And like sandbox content such as Align and Mine, operations like Onyx Facilities and Rockcracker, events like Race for Stanton, or even Pyro's Contested Zones, Tactical Strike Groups is not a one-time release, but a new benchmark in the kinds of feature content that we can continue to build on for subsequent patches as we continue building out our universe on this journey to 1.0 and beyond.
So they're mentioning all these other things like the Align and Mine and the ASD facilities and Stormbreaker and all this stuff. The problem is that they're not supporting that stuff. Every time they bring out every time they bring out new content, they stop focusing on the other stuff. Align and Mine is broken. You can still make it kind of work, but like when I go to the PAFs, I don't have to collect any red cards. The doors are already open. I can just go in and take the the alignment blades, if they're even there, right? And it's just broken. And Rockbreaker, I would imagine it's not going to be working much longer anyway, because they're now focused on tactical strike groups. It's a real shame. Before they go to 1.0, they got to figure out a way to support all this different content. It's funny how this is all getting released around the same time as the new Star Wars movie. You talking about Grogu and The Mandalorian, that Star Wars movie? Is anyone going to go see that? I want to see it, but I'm going to wait for it to come out on video. Yeah. Well, a lot of this stuff is rip off of Star Wars, obviously. There's so much that, maybe not ripped off, but they kind of copied it a little bit. They call it a love letter to sci-fi fans or whatever. But it's okay. It's okay. Mad Dog says 50% of the time you can go and press the button to set off the laser without doing the loop. You're talking about Align and Mine, right? Mm-hmm. Yep.
Alongside this new content is a new feature that looks to change overall fleet gameplay in new and interesting ways.
Okay, if you look at the roadmap, they're going to talk now about refueling, rearming, and repair on these capital ships, the large ships. This feature in the roadmap is not set. It's not set to tentative yet, or it is set to tentative. It's not confirmed for the new patch yet. So I'm still kind of like, I don't know. Maybe they'll get it to work before they release 4.8 next week. I've been watching Foxy's Loxy's videos. Shout out to Foxy Loxy. I've been watching his videos, and this stuff isn't really working the way it's supposed to. It doesn't seem.
And that's the addition of Ship Hangar Services, where select ships in 4.8 will be able to offer repairs, refueling, and rearming to any ship that lands in its bays.
And they show the missiles just showing up on the wings. It doesn't work like that. You actually have to tractor beam those missiles onto the ship. You can have them there and you can rearm, but they have to be on the cargo grid, and you have to physically tractor beam them onto the ship. That's what I've seen in the PTU anyway so far, unless that changed.
Provided, of course, that they have the requisite stock sitting aboard. Now, it's great for obvious ships like the Idris and the Polaris, but it's also coming to the Carrack, the Starlancer TAC, and fancy ships like the 600i an 890 jump.
There you go, Silver. You're going to be able to do it in the 600i. They're finally using the 600i for something. Imagine that. A new feature that involves the 600i. How about that?
Now, of course, I'm not suggesting you bring your 890 jump into combat situations. But you could. If you're like me, you would. And speaking of refueling, new refueling missions are arriving in Alpha 4.8, designed to help aspiring Good Samaritans begin their careers of helpful service to others.
Revenge, are you talking about the Odin thing? You have to fill out a 999 word essay to qualify for the Odin, right? And everyone's gonna fucking AI that shit to death, right? Hey, ChatGPT, write me a paper 999 words long about why I need to have the Odin. Boom. Computer vomit. Yep. Is that what you're talking about, Revenge? That's going on right now. Yeah, DC, that's the other thing. They got the new refueling ship coming. We'll see that in a second. And it's funny, they're working on refueling gameplay just so they can bring out another refueler. It'll work for a little while. Everyone will buy the new refueler, and then they'll shift their focus to someone else, and the refueler won't work anymore. Hey, nice guy, how you doing, buddy? Welcome into the Chin Gang. All right, let's continue.
Now, when NPCs take their eye off the gauge, you have new opportunities to get them on their way once more. This is super useful for a ship like the Starfarer, as well as this cute, adorable little guy you might recognize from its recent reveal on social media. You keep expecting the eyes to pop out like a Pixar car. Yeah, that's better. Now, from new ships to one of our oldest, the Drake Caterpillar is finally getting its fabled command module functionality in the upcoming Alpha 4.8.
Okay, now. I know a lot of y'all have been waiting. A lot of y'all have been waiting for this command module functionality. This, to me, has got to be the most useless fucking feature I've ever seen in the game. Why would you leave your cargo sitting around and go off?
With this, you can leave your ship planetside and scatter around while others unload. Abandon unruly crewmates for their poor behavior.
I mean, what are you scouting for? What are you scouting for? What are you going to go scout for? You're going to look for enemies and be like, oh, we got enemies coming in, now we're going to leave. And I don't get it. And they're going to talk here in a second about how you could use it as an escape pod. If they're going to steal your cargo and they're going to kill you, right? Because I think the latest that I saw in the PTU, that command module can only do 1100 SCM in nav mode. They're going to catch up to you with a faster ship and they're going to destroy you. You can use it as a missile. Yeah, you can use it as a missile. That's a possibility. Just it doesn't seem that useful to me. It just seems like, hey, look what we can do, and that's it.
Or smile as you discover a loophole in Drake's no escape pod mantra and live to fight another day. It's also worth noting this command module is coming to 2 other vehicles launching in next week's patch.
We'll try this out in the PTU next week. I've got an ironclad assault, and we'll be able to play that Monday, apparently. Oh, spoiler. I'm sorry, I didn't wait for the video to say it.
I wonder what those could be.
I don't know. Oh, there's the ironclad. Look at it.
There's a host of new items, including new plasma grenades for blowing things up.
Look at that. Look at that big explosion. I want my plasma grenades. Grenades, regular grenades, that's yesterday. This is the future. Yeah, this is the future of grenades right here. Look at this awesome explosion.
New
Yes.
G-force resistant flight suits that daring pilots may want to consider over flying in bulkier armors all the time. And then the main event, the no
There's your crossbow. Who mentioned the crossbow? Was that you, DC? There's your fucking crossbow. There it is.
Novia crossbow. Now you can put a pin in bad folks, good folks, and anyone that just annoys you in style with this retro-inspired, futuristic death dealer.
You know, I gotta tell you, I don't see myself ever using this crossbow, but I think it's cool that it's in the game. People are gonna enjoy the hell out of this thing. I don't know if I'll ever use one, but I would encourage y'all to use one. It's silent. It doesn't make any noise. It's a one shot to the head. If you're wearing armor, it's a two shot, probably. I don't know. I think I'm going to do better with my favorite weapon, the parallax, than I will with this crossbow, but whatever. If y'all want a crossbow, have at it. That's so cool. Stealth sniper, yep. Stealth sniper. And what else can I say about that?
And then, of course, there's our co-main event. A big ship combat release like Tactical Strike Groups may highlight a few gaps in your fleet.
Stealth kind of character. Yeah, you know, here's the thing about the crossbow. Like, it's kind of like a motorcycle to me. Like, I see someone with a purple motorcycle. Wait, I have a purple motorcycle. Okay, let me rephrase this. If someone wants to drive a pink motorcycle, that's cool for them, right? But I'm not going to ride a pink motorcycle. Now, it might work for someone else, but it doesn't work for me very well, right? So there. It's same thing with the crossbow. Exploding bolt. Now, that would be cool, Warlord.
Well, DefenseCon is here to fill your holes.
Did y'all hear that? Do I need to rewind it for you? Let's hear that again. I want to hear it again. Here we go.
Few gaps in your fleet. Well, DefenseCon is here to fill your holes.
I know y'all want to say something. That's like so Chinshield 01, right? Didn't know you needed holes filled? Someone needs some fucking holes filled, apparently. There's definitely a place for that kind of language in this stream. I gotta tell you, I love it. When I heard him say that, my brain just did cartwheels inside my head. The Tiburon fills a big hole. Eesh. Yep, you said it. We all heard it, Jared. Look at the fire. Look at DefenseCon. This is so awesome. This is amazing. I can't fucking wait. I love the atmosphere, man. Look at that. Drake, fuck yeah.
DefenseCon is stepping up to celebrate the everyday heroes who truly make the universe a better and safer.
I really love the dancers. I better see that when I go there next week. There better be fucking dancers or I'm going to be really disappointed.
Place, and maybe without the stuffy heavy-handedness of the UEE Navy. That means fire and attitude as DefenseCon presents the latest in combat spec. And since we're in the middle of DefenseCon Reveal Week on social media, let's take a look at some of the ships on offer during this year's event.
Here we go, baby.
The Drake Pitbull.
Now that thing looks pretty fucking cool with the wings down, I gotta say. I know there's a little bit of speculation about what size these guns are. I think it's 2 size 3s and 4 size 2s. Better be topless, DC. That would be nice. But this ain't Duke Nukem, man. Someone said there was 2 size 4s and 4 size 3s, but that then, like, why do I need my Super Hornet then, you know? bend over and suffer the joy that is CIG. You can't say bend over, Silver. I don't understand. There you go. So there you have it, the pit bull. It looks mean for a little bitty fighter. It's like over a third of the ship is fucking engine. Look at it. It's something else, man.
With more guns than common sense, perhaps.
No common
the Oregon
sense.
M80.
Look at
Proving
this
that
sexy
looks can
beast.
kill.
Look at this sexy ship. I don't know, man. My wallet's gonna get a little lighter, I think. Oh, it's so badass.
The Miss Starlight saying, not all heroes blow things
There
up.
it is.
The Aegis Tiburon, which, I'm just gonna say it, it's a shark with a frickin' laser beam on its head.
A shark with a fucking laser beam. Look at that. Who wanted one? I want one. I want one. That laser beam looks a lot smaller, though, than the one on the Idris P. Yeah. Me. Yep. Everyone wants a Tiburon now. It's a Hammerhead variant. It's got, like, the Hammerhead has how many turrets? 6? This one looks like it has 2 or 3. I think, Warlord, what you're going to see is, I think you're going to see a lot of Tiburons running around in packs hunting Idrises. I think, and that scares me, because I like to solo my Idris a lot. Guilty, I do it. And if I get a pack of Tiburons, I might get a little nervous. It looks like a wolf. Let's look at this again.
Saying, not all heroes blow things up.
I think it looks like a fucking fish. I think it looks like a shark. And it's going to be badass when you put shark tooth paint on this. You know they're making shark tooth paint for this baby. That doesn't look like a size 10 laser right there. That's probably like size 6 or 7.
The Aegis Tiburon, which, I'm just gonna say it, it's a shark with a frickin' laser beam on
It's a
its
shark with a freaking laser beam.
And then, of course, the Fatterpillar.
I love the landing gear on this thing. But I'm just going to point it out. Salty Mike said it. I'm going to say it too. You're loading through the ramp. Wouldn't it be easier if you could load through the top of the ship? If there was a tractor beam up there that could pick this up off the ground and put it in the top, that would be helpful. But this is the Iron Chad, not the Ironclad Assault. The Assault's going to be a little different. You'll see that in a minute.
And the Iron Chad Assault from Drake.
Yeah, that's my baby
The latter
right
of which
there.
is getting the same hangar services we discussed before.
Yes, Warlord.
And all things working out like they should.
Whoa, look
Both
at,
will
look
be
at, did
coming
y'all
to
see
PTU
that?
On Monday, May 11th,
Look at those
for existing
guns.
owners to fly for. All things working out like they should.
Look at all those fucking guns, man. Badass. I can't wait. I can't wait. When did they say this is coming to the PTU?
Both will be coming to PTU on Monday, May 11th, for existing owners to fly first.
Guess what we're doing Monday on my stream, guys? Can anyone guess what we're doing Monday? Come watch the stream Monday. The command module does have a tractor beam on the Caterpillar. If it's the same command module, that Silver, you're a fucking genius. Now we have a reason to have a detachable command module. That's brilliant, dude. I love it.
Of course, there's one more ship making its concept debut at DefenseCon this year, and that's the Anvil Odin battlecruiser. Now, not much has been revealed at this point beyond, yes, it really is twice the size of the Javelin. But you can get 3 different first glimpses of it tomorrow, May 8th, in the weekly newsletter, social media, and even in the PTU if you know where to look.
Has anyone seen this yet? Have they released it yet? Have they released the images of the Odin yet? Does anybody know? Can anyone y'all look into that? If y'all can find it, I'll show it here real quick too.
DefenseCon really is holding nothing back this year, unlike those stuffy UEE folks. Did I do it right?
Y'all know what he's trying to do
No,
there?
that's backwards. Nope, that's backwards again.
Drake for
Oh my
life.
God. That's a D. That's a D, right?
Yeah. Drake for life. Yeah.
So it's easy to see that there's a lot going on in 4.8. And
Okay, everyone ready for the big announcement? Is everybody ready for the big announcement? It's coming. Stay tuned to watch this. If you haven't seen this yet, you're about to whoa.
like 4.7 before it, this also extends to the weeks after release, with additional Defend location missions coming in 4.81, some Alien Week festivities in 4.82, and if you haven't heard, the return of Xeno Threat in 4.83. These guys just really don't care for those pro-alien celebrations. Kind of is. All in all, next week's patch is chock full of content that'll carry us through to 4.9 in July, all led by TSG and DefenseCon. And in that new DefenseCon spirit of sharing things early, let's carry that over and talk about the rest of 2026 for
Here
a
we
bit.
go.
Now, throughout the remainder of this year, we intend
Drum
to deliver
roll.
the newly reworked and fully instanced debut of Siege of Orison, the new Genesis-built planets of the Nyx system, Starware and Starchitect goodness, the enormous multi-staged instance Municipal Works operation, a whole bunch of new ships and vehicles and additional gameplay features and quality of life improvements. There's an Apex Sand car that can literally pop its head out at any moment.
Ooh, the Sand car. It can pop its head out any moment. 4.8 maybe? Maybe? Is that possible? Maybe so. Any moment now. I don't know.
And of course, as if anybody could forget, Squadron 42. There's a lot we got to do for the remainder of this year. And for that,
Squadron 42. Now, I don't have to tell you what this means. I don't have to tell. This is the closest we've had to a Squadron 42 release announcement for 2026. I know they showed the graphic at CitizenCon a couple of years ago, and it said 2026 on it, but here it is coming out of Jarrett's mouth. This is the closest thing to what we've had to an official release announcement for Squadron 42. Now, what does this mean? Because there was an interview on Skill Up with earlier this week with Chris Roberts, where he said they weren't 100% sure it was going to be released this year because of GTA 6, right? So let me talk about this for just a minute. Here's what I think is going to happen. I don't bet money on stuff, but if I was a betting man and I bet real money on stuff, they're going to make an announcement about Star Citizen. I'm sorry. They're going to make an announcement about Squadron 42's release during the finale of Drake DefenseCon this year. GTA, what's that? You know what GTA is. Come on. They're praying that GTA 6 blows out again. No, I don't think GTA 6 is going to blow out again. It's going to release in November, right before Christmas, I think. If I was a betting man, which I'm not. So they need to make an announcement at the end of Drake DefenseCon, and the announcement needs to be that the announcement needs to be that Squadron 42 is going to release in September or October of 2026. If they don't start advertising for Squadron 42 soon, the advertising dollar is going to go up when GTA starts making their push, and then CIG is going to have to spend all of our fucking money to advertise, and no one's going to care. No one's going to care because once GTA 6 gets out there in the media, you're not going to hear anything else but GTA 6. Squadron 42 is going to get lost in the whole fucking show. 10 Silver. 10 a.m. on the 10th of the 10th month. Yep, maybe. Warlord thinks Squadron 42 is going to smash GTA 6. I doubt it. Even Chris Roberts knows that Squadron 42 can't compete with GTA 6. Squadron 42 is on PC, and GTA 6 will not initially be on PC. So that might be one advantage Squadron 42 has, but no one's going to care. Because all anyone's going to hear is GTA 6.
For that reason, we've made the decision not to host a CitizenCon event for 2026.
Let's talk about that. How refreshing is it that they're not going to have CitizenCon this year? You know what that means? They're really pushing Squadron 42, and they're really pushing Star Citizen 1.0. Right? They're not concerned about making money right now. This decision shows that they're not as concerned with making money from us selling ships and stuff as they are about getting these games out. And here's the other thing: when Squadron 42 comes out, Star Citizen needs to be in the best place possible, because you know what's going to happen after people play Squadron 42? They're going to be like, well, where can I continue this experience? And the answer is Star Citizen. People are going to go to Star Citizen, start playing Star Citizen, and the second they see a T-posing fucking NPC, that's it. Done. Bonjour. That's right, Zahu. First time chat, Zahu. Thank you. That was the timing of the original development announcement. Right on, Sliver. You might be right about that. I hope you're right. Because then maybe I should bet some money on this, right?
Either in person, digital, direct, or otherwise. It's a decision born out of how important these two games are to everyone on both sides of these projects. And while we'll certainly miss getting to meet so many of you at once, we do encourage you to check out the Bar Citizen World Tour that's well underway, because we always enjoy every opportunity we get to meet you and hear your stories. For instance, I'm going to Amsterdam in a couple weeks. Come find me and tell me how your TSG experiences went. For Inside Star Citizen, I'm Jared Huckabee. As always, thank you for letting us share the people and process of game development with you.
No, thank you,
we'll see
Jared.
You next week at DefenseCon.
Thank you, Jared Huckabee. Awesome. Look at Drake Defense Con. Look at all the fire, and Drake Defense Con is going to be so much fun this year.